So I've been following this amazing trail. So you guys, next week I'm going to be going about 2 hours south of me. There's one of the biggest forests in Colorado there, and I'm hoping it's really good. I really don't know, to be honest with you, but it could be this whole thing, and I might get a little extended time. It's a little bit warmer there. Look how all those get pushed, right? Yet every single one of them, I'm talking, you guys, this is pretty amazing. Look at that. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that. 11, 12, and they all go up. Look, every one of them end up in that. That's pretty amazing if you ask me. Not to mention I'm following a trail. Look at this trail. You see it? I followed that all the way here. Something's going on here. Look at that. I see it too much. That one is amazing. That's amazing. Oh, there it is. Right there. Look at the perch. Right underneath it, you guys. Right underneath it, there's the other one. And you know there's more. Here's the other one right here. Boom. Wow. 1, 2, and they're active. 3, 4. Okay, so we know there's 4 here. These are the Bigfoots. You know, when you see that, that's Sasquatch. It's not those little freaking other ones I see all the time. These are the big guys. Look how clean it is. See, here's all his stuff. This is all the stuff that would be here. Look at the rock. Just a random rock. Oh, this is good. Look how they did this. Look at the triangle on the outside. I got birds to my left. They sit here. I mean, you guys, they sit here physical. I mean, boom. Chris, that was you. You just text me. I'm finding perches. And you're texting me. I'm kidding. Look at this spot. Look at this spot. I'm so excited. Look how messy, right? And then till you get to the spot, to the perches. Are you guys here? Where do you guys go? There's 4 Sasquatch, from what I can tell, sitting right here. Is that another one? Oh, no, I think I found that one already. All right, show me else. Who else? Let's have Dr. Meldrum. I'm just thinking of anybody. Dr. Meldrum show you perches, okay? Where Bigfoot sits, okay? He can't. Oh, here we go. I got whistles. I'm on Bigfoot perches and I'm getting whistles. Pretty sure you heard that one. This is cool. This excites me. You see structures, you'll see stuff all the time, but to find where they're sitting is an amazing thing. Some pictures of that. I think I'm taking pictures as I'm filming in HD. I can do it. So. I don't care what anyone thinks. I love to find where they are. The energy that goes through me in these places, it's just crazy. My hair is just annoyingly standing up. My hair's on my arms and stuff. Look how clear it is, you guys. Everything's falling. It's windy. See how it's all. There's no doubt about it. He's right in here. See how clean? Look. That was actually a human cut log right there. I probably got it from that way. Because they clear cut there about 40 years ago. That's exciting. Over and out. Birds are going crazy. I'm telling you, it only happens when I'm on their structures, especially when at like an important spot. That was exciting, you guys. That was really, really good. That's how you find them. I mean, that's where they are. Believe it or not, it's in this craziness that no other person in the world would bother to look in, besides me, because I know better. They've trained me. That's so cool. Look at the trails. Look at the perch out front. Looks like they come out front of it too. Look. Oh yeah. Look at the trails through here. I just saw a really cool triangle. Where'd that go? Strange. There's not from up there. Oh yeah, I just saw that. It was like just a really random break. Right there. That's where they sit, right there, and then right there in front. I see the structure all too much too. Birds were going crazy, and now nothing. I walked off the perch. I don't know. Didn't happen last year. I used to get whistles and stuff from them and from the birds. It was different though. Now it's like they're only using the birds. It seems like every time I'm looking at something, or it seems like when they don't want me around that spot or something, they pull my attention away. It's like distraction. It happens too much. You know, and once I'm saying it's 130 times, maybe you'll start to catch on. But so far, it's the 7th video in a row. Look at the woods. Look really carefully. Everywhere you look. See, when I tell you everything's Bigfoot, they did that. If that wasn't Bigfoot, you'd have it in your backyard. That would happen in a park in New York City. It wouldn't matter. In fact, New York City gets more wind than they do here. Ends. Because inside here, it doesn't matter. There's never wind. It could be 100 miles an hour up there, and here there's nothing. It's all protected. The trees protect each other. Look, they did that. There's a random where there's nothing else backing it up besides what I was just showing you around. You just know it because there's one and there's one on top. It happens too much. All right, we're out. It's a disaster in here. Come out to this random edge. I'm gonna take a closer look in here because it just looks strange. Oh yeah, look, that's them. Your star. Not to mention what's behind me. I gotta come up here at night. I think I'm gonna come up here at night. Just hang out by the road. Or maybe walk up the road a little bit. Because they're right there. I'm not near the road now, but I know places where I can go and just kind of turn the car off and just get out and walk away. I should get some kind of action there. I tell you, they like if you're relaxed, like if you're laying down or sleep, you're tense sleeping, that's when they come around, they feel safe. If you're just standing there waiting for them, I kind of wonder, but I want to try it. The disturbances on the ground here is almost ridiculous. It's just everywhere. Pretty crazy. I mean, the trails through here are incredible. That's a stump. I can't tell. It looks like a face. Oh, on the little lens, on the little screen, it looks like a face. I don't think it is, though. I've said that before, and it has been a Bigfoot. Yeah, you expect them to move. I tell you, one thing they don't do is move when you got them like that. They just don't move. Look at that. Such a spot. I'm so glad I found this spot. Look at this trail, how worn out it is. Nighttime. All you do is come here at night. I say it over and over, and I don't. Next summer I'm going to show you. I'm not lying to you. Oh my goodness, look at that one. I see that too much too. The weird thing about that is that tree is completely split. Look. Let me get closer. Now you know they did it, okay? I'm going to show you why. It's right there, okay? There's no doubt in my mind that that's a Sasquatch X, right? A Bigfoot made that X. Then you come up here. This tree is split. It was only one tree. And somehow it's completely split right down the middle, breaks, and goes completely parallel to the right, next to an X. That's unbelievable. Not far from here, I have a tree that's completely upside down. It's about a half mile above me, mile maybe. And it's completely turned around, and the stump is all the way at the top of the tree. I filmed it last winter. I haven't really looked for it this summer. But you know, when you see that, you just know. You know, there's no way to take a tree this size, flip it upside down, and have the stump all the way in the air. When you see that, that's cool. The bird's still right behind me. He doesn't want my seeds. I don't get it. He's just like tracking me. There's a spot down here. No, I don't want to talk about it. I'm trying to find it. This is all Bigfoot wallows. Ooh, look at this one. Look at this. I just showed you guys that. Look at that. They put them all on top of the... They broke each little thing and put them here. Look. Yummy. Thanks, you guys. I feel like I'm eating them. I should try to find the pine nut. I mean, how do they... Oh my God, they're still like petrified. Look at that. Look at that. Wasn't good enough. Wow, you guys, look at this. This is exciting. Okay, first, let me show you what's around, okay? Clearly in a spot, right? Anybody that knows Bigfoot will know. I'm in a Bigfoot spot. I haven't been out of one. And everything is Bigfoot here. You know, again, I'll talk about another researcher in a second. I'm gonna rip apart another researcher, and I usually don't name names, but today I'm naming names. So check this out. There's piles of pine cones all over this tree, which tells me they're here. You know, you can see the walking. It's crazy in here. Look at the walking. See, everything should look like that, you guys. That stuff grows. It doesn't need sun, doesn't need water, nothing. It just grows. And in here, it's just completely trampled to death. Now, check this out. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a little pause. 7, 8, and then they just got these. There's not even an old pine needle. I mean, they're like just happened. Cool. Is there more? What's so special about this spot, you know? Look at those piles. Look how marked it is. You know they pushed it over because they marked it, you see? Every single time they mark it. Eventually, if this was wind, there wouldn't be a bend or there wouldn't be something laying on top of it. You know what I mean? And every single time I tell you it's Sasquatch, there's something broken. In this case, it's 2 different trees that are meeting each other. There's a bend, and then you got all this stuff. And these pine cones is just amazing to me. Could be, I mean, I don't know. In that situation, maybe it is a squirrel. I mean, I don't know. It sure looks like, you know, based on my surroundings, I have to go with, there's something up with the pine cones and Bigfoots. You know, it's pretty nuts. You're getting, you know, pine nuts out of those things. And then when it's next to this kind of thing, like, what the heck? Look at that. Something's been spending time here. Could be a deer here. I'll tell you that you will find the mule deer. They don't make perches, but I tell you, I do see them, you know, I'll see them on a structure like that or near it. Bizarre. There's some connection with them. All right, so I'm still climbing. You know, it's the same stuff. That stick just come, that stick right there, I'm not kidding. I wouldn't make it up. That one right there. I either just kicked it with my heel and it flew that way, or that stick just got thrown at me. And I didn't feel it with my heel, that's the weird part. I must have kicked it. I usually don't get sticks thrown at me. Look at that X. So I'm kind of walking out all of that. I want to go up. I also want to go to the left. Looks really good. And I just look to the left and I get like chills. It's bizarre. I also look to the right. Like really far, and it looks a little bit interesting back there as well. That's pretty crazy with that bird, huh? He was like right on top of me. That's a good picture. Yeah, it just keeps going straight. I mean, it actually looks like it cleans up a bit. And there's like structures in between. They own this entire mountain up here. It's just out of control. I'm really getting a feel for how, and I'll get into that probably next summer, like exactly how they're so elusive and why and how they do it. And it's just an incredible thing. Why we're chasing, something that's extremely difficult. So basically the trick to all of this, you guys, okay, is that's why all these people doing these conferences, all these guys have no idea what they're talking about, okay? Nothing. They don't come out here. The only way you could know is if they let you, okay? That's the secret to Sasquatch, is letting them tell you what you need to know. And they're only going to tell you kind of a little bit at a time. And like no more than you need to know. Don't listen to these people, okay? They're lying to you, okay? They've convinced themselves. They've made all this stuff up because they know people want answers and they know people will listen. And they know they can make money from it. You'll never see me doing that, you guys. It'll never happen. You can offer me any amount of money, which I need really bad right now. Go to Patreon. But I would never take it for the wrong reasons. I'm not going to lie. It won't happen. Now, I mean, who knows? Maybe I would do one day with the right people and really explain what's happening, but I doubt it. You want to find out, you come here. Don't listen to anybody that's not in the middle of a Bigfoot world, which is basically nobody, you guys. Nobody's finding what I find, okay? And if you're listening to these people, I'm not saying just listen to me, because I don't even know what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is they don't know what they're talking about, okay? Who's that one guy with the long name? He knows what he's talking about. He's doing conferences and radio shows. He's got the weird name. He's been Sasquatching for 60 years or something like that. That guy, let me tell you, listen to him. He's the closest. He's the only one out there that's actually talking and speaking that knows what's going on. If you listen to this Jeff Meldrum, all these people have no idea what they're talking about, okay? I'll go one-on-one with one of these guys anytime you want, and just to show you that they're lying to you. Now, I'm not trying to badmouth the guy. I don't even know these people. But I'm real, and if you got a problem, I'm standing right here. I'm not an internet tough guy. You guys know who I am. And anyone has a problem, come on out here. I'll knock you out in 5 seconds. I'm so sick of these people trying to take over the Bigfoot stuff. You'll never know about Bigfoot till you can zoom in on something like that. It'll never happen. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. Unless you're involved with the Sasquatch themselves, you have no idea what you're talking about. I promise. I'm telling you, guys like Todd Standing, all these people, they finally hit where they can't do anything else. It's all over for them. They can't get any further. And then they got the following, so they start making shit up so they can write books and movies, okay? Which I would love to do one day. I'd love to do a documentary. Or something like that one day, because but I'm going to do it right, and it'll be the truth. And they won't let us do it on TV because of the FCC. I'm one of the few people that can actually show definitive proof of Sasquatch, and the government doesn't want that. They know all about these guys, you guys. Trust me, they know everything about them, and they're just not going to acknowledge it, mostly because of money, and then whatever else the secrets are. All right, give me a minute. It seems like we're getting more timestamps on those little places I would find. Like, I'd go through those transitions in the last video. I'd find these little spots, not big spots like this. And it seems like we get more timestamps there than we do on these big ones. I don't know why. I could just seem that way. Look. This has definitely been disturbed. Pine cones, everything's pushed off. Know where I am at this point. This is amazing. I know they got eyes on me. There's no way they can't. I mean, it's so big in here. It's so easy for them to move off. Like I said, it's always that 100, 150 feet type of thing, or 200 feet, so give or take. They just don't, when they're closer, it seems like I just don't know it, If I got a full physical visual, that's typically how far away it is. There's something to do. There's some distance that they love. I don't know what it is. It's like they'll show you, but on a rare occasion. Look at that. But it's only gonna, it's not gonna be in detail. I'll take a picture. Actually, you know what? I think I'm taking pictures like that. I am. Give me a minute. It's so different in here. And I feel like this is more like, these are areas that there's a lot of time spent here. And then you got, you turn around. And back in there, I was like debating whether to go straight up through all that. There's nothing, you guys. It looks like that everywhere. If you look straight up, there's just nothing there. You can tell where they're not. You get here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one's going the other way. Excuse me. I'm not even talking about it. The funny thing is, look at the inside. I've seen the same exact thing. The same exact thing before with about the same amount of stumps. No joke. And then you got your inside back there. This is crazy. Look at this. There's another one in there hidden. They did all this because they're in here a lot. Look at the totem pole leaner. You don't see that too often. Shit, sorry. Look at that bend. Right underneath. They love to bend stuff. That means it's like their number one sign is that bend. I see them everywhere. Hey Mark, I was watching you once in Missouri, and I remember seeing like a bunch of bends. Like you had so many bends. That's what they do in Missouri. They just do that all the time. They just bend, bend, bend. All right, give me 1 sec. What is? There's a huge difference, okay? What is going on here? Please tell me what's going on here, you guys. I'm losing my mind. What is this? Where could all the dirt be? What the heck? It looks like a newer type of a hole. Here's where the dirt is. What's going on here? Why would they dig? I know Bigfoot dug that. Why? So yeah, Jonathan Odom. Guess what? Now you're a douche. And you know what? You probably lost some subscribers. I wouldn't even want that, but I have a lot of people. In fact, I'm willing to bet every subscriber you have watches me. And when they see that you're accusing people like me, honest, probably the most honest guy in research out there, a liar, you just make yourself look like an idiot. You really do, okay? And that is me. I mean, what I'm telling you is you're an idiot. You're a moron. You'll always have 2,000 subscribers because you walk around like a moron, and people try to I've seen people even try to talk to you like, hey, listen, I think there's a Bigfoot in your video, and you're like, you think you know it all. Like I said, be sure you don't meet me. That's all I have to say. Just be sure. Make sure you never meet me, okay? Stay in Alabama, because that's where you belong. And when I have 30,000 subscribers in a year because I'm an honest guy, and I show real Bigfoot stuff, everything I show, I have never pointed at a structure that's not Bigfoot, ever in my entire life. If you believe that, turn my channel off. I don't even care if I have 3 subscribers. Because what I show you is all Bigfoot. And I get very touchy about it because this is real, and I know my Bigfoots. I have special, you know what? My Bigfoots are more important than your Bigfoots. How about that? okay? That's why that yours live in the bushes, and mine live in a place where they have giant ceremonies and apparently dig graves. I can't figure, I'm off the subject here for a second with this hole because I can't figure out what's going on here. Look at that, how deep that hole is. It's clearly marked again, okay? You guys have seen my grave ones, right? Where they're so decorated, it's unbelievable. This one's a little different to me. You guys, there's no way a human dug this, okay? I'm 4 miles up a mountain. It's impossible. So yeah, I'm not in a bad mood at all. I just, that came to me, so I seem like I am. All right, what's going on up here? Look at this. I'm seeing lots of green. It always brings me there if I see green like that. So Jonathan, oh, and the reason I'm being a little harsh to this guy is because I actually reached out to the guy when we both, well, he's been doing this for a couple of years before me. And, you know, when I saw what he's doing, I was just trying to be friends with everybody. I just figured, hey, let's all be friends. You know, this is easier that way. We can all figure this out. And, you know, right away with the snooty, up in the nose attitude, you know, and which is amazing to me because he doesn't have anything and he doesn't do anything. He walks around with the camera on his face like this. He's got one of those things. He's like, going Bigfooting. Over there is the Bigfoot. It's like, you are, I mean, so I'm just going to backslap you. Definitely something going on over here too. Because not only do I get real Bigfoot, you guys, and I'm probably one of the most honest people, just in general, in this business. Again, a bend, right? Look at the trail markers, you guys. You have to look closely for this one. There's a giant trident right there. All right, this is all by the bend. Another trail marker there. It just shows you it's them that does that, okay? It's not natural. I don't even want to talk about it, okay? When you see that and there's a bend next to it, they did it a long time ago. They've been here a long time. This is such a unique spot. I've had birds with me the entire time. Look at the TP type stuff. Real messy in here. But yeah, there's trails everywhere. I think I kind of know where I am. You see, again, look at the trees. Look how, you know, you got all their stuff, right? Meets at the top. You know, and then you get this really weird looking like witch tree. It's too much of a coincidence. I see it all the time. Yeah, trees do that, but not as much as they do it here. And it always does it next to their structures. Yeah, so they're always in here. Look at the ground. So you guys look at the ground here, right? And then look at it right there. You see the difference? This is like a spot they're always at. Always. Well, I have perches above me too that I didn't film. I was taking pictures I was going to, and then I forgot. I started walking. Look, there he is. I told you he hasn't left me the entire time. That's the one that's been whistling at me. What's he doing? He's just being stealth. He ignored the seeds, and he's just been following me. He doesn't think I know he's there, but I know he's there. He has not left me. Look, he's going behind me. He's trying to go in behind me. He's right there. Now he stopped whistling. Go figure. And then again, you guys, okay, yeah, I'm pointing at a bird that's following me, but he's following me with this next to me. You understand? Like, it's just getting ridiculous. Give me a minute. Because it's all right here. You know, Sasquatch did this. If you don't think Bigfoot did that, you're on the wrong channel. Go watch Jonathan Odom. That's where you belong. You belong where you're never gonna get it. That's where you belong. In the never gonna get it channel. All right, happiness. Let's be happy now that I've threatened people. Yeah, I don't like bad people, and that's what he is. He's a bad person. You don't talk bad about other people And even when they deserve it, you know, you really shouldn't, you know, it's just, and I'm not even trying to talk bad about him. I'm just responding to him calling me a liar. It's an amazing thing. After I reached out, me, to try to be a nice guy to someone that's not very successful in Bigfoot and try to give him a hand, you know what I mean? And he's just a complete idiot. It's amazing. Where's your exes, Jonathan? Oh, that's right, you don't have them in Alabama. I wonder if you even have Bigfoots. Do you even have Bigfoots in Alabama? We don't know because you got nothing to show. You know what I mean? I could walk around and be like, yeah, there's a Bigfoot over there. There's Bigfoots over there. You know what? No one's gonna believe me. Even if they believe me, it's hard to believe. But when you can show their structures, show where they live, show their perches, show their X's, show their giant holes they dig, that's a different story, you know? You find this, you find them. You don't have this, you don't have them. Fucking idiots. The size of that X. That is a confirmation of real, like, big Sasquatch in the area right there. So sorry, I know I always have a vent, but that's it, you know, it's just I had to do it. And I will put it up because I don't care. I'm tired of it. Look at that guy. All right, over now. Another one. Whoa. Look at this one, right on the side of the hill. I don't get it. You guys, it's not for mining, okay? Look at all the rocks were just thrown over there. Damn, that jet's low. I don't understand these holes I find in the middle of the woods, and it's marked with like a leaner, you know? They're all marked. Like I said, Jonathan, be sure you never come face to face with me. Look at this. You know, it's amazing. You're someone that's showing you the best structures in the world, okay? I just said it, you guys. No one else on YouTube can show you the structures I can, okay? There's people that are doing a damn good job of it, but not, you know, as many, you know what I mean? So I'm seeing structures that are actually better than a lot of my structures, but no one can show you, you know, a million of them. And that's my gift, is to be able to continuously find new worlds and find new stuff. But I should take that back, because there is people. Oh my God, Michelle, what's your last name? I know your last name. I don't want to say it. Starts with an H. She gets this amazing stuff. Everybody, Ernie, Hart, just a lot of researchers that are kind of doing it on their own, that are part of Project Go and See, things like that. I'm seeing amazing things. Utah, you know, California, you're seeing these incredible huts. You know, Tim Kleinman, and, you know, you guys are getting great little things, finding these amazing, unique little spots, you know. Amazing. But, you know, and every single one of you blows away, just with one picture, anything Jonathan Odom's ever showed in his entire life, even though I've only watched like one video, not even. But he doesn't have, you know, he doesn't have any pictures. You know, I put up literally 50 pictures every time I come back, and that's not even half of them showing what I found that day. Just 50 unbelievable structure pictures. And he can't even show you one. So who's the one lying here? You know what I mean? Where there's Sasquatch, there's structures. It doesn't make a difference. I don't care if you don't have structures, you don't have Sasquatch. I don't even want to hear it. Now, it may not be like this. You know, it could just be this. You know, it could be this is not a structure, but it could be. You know, they'll make like an egg lift like this, something like that. You know, or, you know, in my case, I get to have the nice X's like that. But, you know, and I consider that a structure. So if you have that, that's great. You got Bigfoots. You don't need to have the giant X's. They don't go crazy in Connecticut and in Alabama and places where there's people around. It just has something to do with the population in the state. Even if no one ever walked through that spot, it's something to do with the energy and the people around. They just don't overbuild unless they have the vast areas. And I'm telling you, when you come across these little structure spots that you guys find, some of these huts you find, like you guys have been finding, things like that, you guys, these are some people that are finding this stuff because of my videos, and they learn the signs. They learn that you only have to have a kindergarten education to do this, and a real, you know, want to do all this stuff. And it's that simple, you know. And they're finding these amazing things. What the hell happened to this tree? I'm down by the road now. So 4 miles up, there's a hole, and then down, I'm almost at the road. The road's right there. You can see someone's been up here cutting. They always come right off the road and steal. Yep. So anyone, feel free to forward the video, tell Jonathan Odom, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I say Jonathan Odom is a wuss, a sissy. He's one of those Alabama people. Don't get me wrong, guys, because I love Alabama, so I don't want to hear it from the other Alabama people, okay? I used to live in northern Florida. I have nothing against Alabama whatsoever. In fact, you know, come on, Sweet Home Alabama. You got one of the best songs in the world written about him. But, you know, there's a certain mentality depending on where you're from. And, you know, he's the type of guy, you know, if I came in and moved next door and I was like, he's like, hey, where are you from? I'm like, New Jersey. He'd be like, oh. And he would turn around and judge you immediately because you're not from there. You know, he's one of those people. Dude, we're people. Who cares where you're from? You freaking idiots. Oh my God. You know, it just kills me. I'm really at my end with people. Who cares? If you're from New Jersey, if you're from China, if you're black or white, it doesn't matter. Like, I judge people individually. In fact, the weirder place you're from, the more I like you. You know what I mean? Stop stereotyping people. Doesn't matter where you're from, you can be a nice person. And you're not a nice person. And you mess with the wrong guy. So, simple as that. No more Jonathan Odom. No one's going to watch you. No one's going to care because you don't have anything. And, you know, instead of being jealous of people that are really getting stuff, you've chose to be negative to them and because you're upset that it's better than yours. And you know, instead of teaming up with one of these guys and coming out and doing some research and seeing real Bigfoot stuff, like, dude, come out where there's really Bigfoots. You have nothing, okay? You film the bushes. You walk around trails. You claim to have talked to an eyewitness. Like, you're like a Finding Bigfoot guy. No, that person you talked to did not see Bigfoot, okay? It just fucking kills me. You know, so all that's over. No one wants you to come out anymore. No one wants you to be a part of this. You know, you calling people liars and stuff that you don't even know what you're talking about. It's just jealousy. You don't even know me. So that's all. I'm just a little bit upset about that. That's all. Thanks, Mike, for pointing that out to me. He actually showed me the message. It was right on the YouTube. You can see it. It's right on one of his videos. Actually, don't see it because then you're just giving him views. And you're viewing nothing. That's the thing. You're viewing him walking down a trail that 1,000 people a day walk down. So yeah, that's all. I get a little offended because I worked so hard at this. So hard at this, you guys. It's so real. What I do is so real. It's crazy. The birds, you know, all that stuff. Like, you know, I'm supposed to be here. They want me to be here. You know, and a guy like him will never understand because they'll never bring someone like him in. They've never done something to his brain. They've never given him the abilities like I have. And, you know, I'm with special people up here in these woods. And that's why I feel for Chris. You know, Chris is getting this great spot in Connecticut, but I just can't help to think it's a little harder there. Like, you know, it's a challenge. He's going to have to spend a lot of time in there before. And he is getting stuff, you know, but it's a patience thing, and it can really be hard. You know, they typically can outweight you. You really got to prove to these guys that you want to be with them. Over and out.